Welcome to Christian Nutrition, the show where we review every single episode of VeggieTales chronologically. And by we, I mean just me. VeggieTales Live. Oh, brother. I think this one's safe to say that we all expect it to be terrible. Like, I don't think there's anyone out here who thinks this is going to be a good episode, and I agree. So VeggieTales Live, the DVD, it was released in 2011, but the show itself started way back in 2002. And the one that we're watching today, while it was released in 2011, it was shot in 2010, just to give you an idea. I thought that was just a fun fact to throw in there. It was actually shot at a church, and I'm surprised it took them, I'm honestly surprised it took them this long to put it onto a DVD. I'm honestly surprised they didn't shoot the show back in 2002, when Big Idea was kind of just needing content. Maybe the show wasn't perfected yet, I don't know. You know, maybe they were waiting for the popularity to die down first. Yeah, that's usually when I like to release content of my show. I wait till the popularity dies down and then I release more. Anyways, I don't know why anyone would stick CGI characters into a live show, but whatever. Shrek did it, and that turned out beautifully.
Look, Princess, Lord Farquaad's castle.
It's a bit much, isn't it? Do you think he might be compensating for something?
So let's suffer through this together. Let's suffer through VeggieTales Live. Sing yourself silly.
Ow! I tripped over a huge pillow.
I'm not a pillow.
Whoops. Sorry, Jimmy.
Bob, Larry, the audience is waiting.
Who is this real woman, and why is she being overly cheerful and optimistic? Are they implementing humans into this universe?
Larry's having costume trouble.
Oh, sure.
And Bob overslept.
Okay.
My pre-show nap is very important.
Well, guys, come on out. That is if the audience is ready.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, veggies of all ages, welcome to the VeggieTales Top 10 Silly Song Countdown!
Another Top 10 Silly Song Countdown. Didn't we just do this? I mean, we just did this. I guess VeggieTales hadn't done this in a while. As long as there's some newer songs in this countdown, then I'll believe it. If Pizza Angel doesn't make it in, it's a complete sham. And as it turns out, this entire show's premise is that Larry and Susie is the woman, are putting on a live show of the top 10 silly songs. I won't be showing much of these, but I will put the order of the songs as they appear in this video in the description. The top 10 silly song countdown starts with the VeggieTales theme song. Well, this better not count for one of the top 10 or I'll be very upset.
Hi, kids. I'm Bob the Tomato. I said I'm Bob the Tomato.
And I'm Larry the Cucumber.
What?
You are Larry the Cucumber? Do you have dementia?
No, you're not. You're Jimmy Gourd.
I know, I'm acting.
But they don't want somebody to act like Larry. They want Larry.
Actually, now that I think about it, if every veggie in this episode could act like somebody else the entire episode just to mess with Bob, that would be nice. I would give it a thumbs up.
I've dreamed of singing and dancing for a live audience. Just ask my friend, Jimmy Gourd.
That's right, Larry. Jimmy Gourd here.
Why is Junior here? Though he is standing in as Jimmy Gourd, so I'll let it pass this time, but just this time.
Wait a second. You're not Jimmy. You're Junior.
Yes, but I'm acting like Jimmy, while Jimmy is acting like Larry.
Yeah, Bob, keep up with what is going on. Like, who didn't know that? You didn't know that?
Here's your number 10 silly song.
Number 10, the Water Buffalo Song.
These humans are going to make me cringe. More so than how much this show makes me cringe. That's pretty bad.
Everybody's got a water buffalo. Yours is fast, but mine is slow. Oh, where'd we get them? I don't know.
Please make it stop. End our suffering now.
Stop it! Stop right this instant!
Archie.
What do you think you're doing?
It's okay.
You can't say everyone's got a water buffalo
fine.
and everyone does not have
No,
a
it's
water
totally
buffalo.
fine.
Why won't the enthusiastic lady stop talking? It's distracting us from Archibald's epic rant.
Too much silliness! I now declare this evening the top 10 lesson songs of all time.
No, sorry, Archie.
Hey, I'm down for that. Silly songs have already had their moment in the sun.
This is my moment in the sun.
That song wasn't silly at all.
Yeah, Archie changed the show.
We can change the show. Awesome.
Oh, no. No, you can't. And neither can Archie.
Susie, or whatever your name is, I don't even believe your name's really Susie. Archibald can do whatever he wants. He had his own movie and it was fantastic. He kind of gets a pass on everything now.
Kids, it's time for the top 10 hits from the 80s.
But Jimmy, I really
No
think...
buts. Coming in at number 7.
He wants to do top 10 hits from the 80s, so he starts with number 7. His logic is impeccable.
Oh, mommy dear, we love being your sons. And Gourds, they wanna have fun. Oh, Gourds just wanna have fun.
What? Since when did VeggieTales remake 80 songs to be about them? Why am I just now hearing about this? It is equal amounts awful and awesome.
Well, now I'm confused. Larry, what should we do?
Well, the same thing we always do when we can't come to an agreement.
Try to take over the world.
No fair, Susie. Laddie snuck in an extra silly song.
Is Susie your mom? If she's not, then why are you snitching? And if she is, we have a lot of, there's a lot of explaining that needs to happen.
Susie, what's going on? Are you and Larry being fair?
Well, why should I have to be fair?
Is Bob everyone's dad? That would make no sense. And yet it would make so much sense all at the same time.
Well, what if you share the show?
What?
What do you mean?
Is the concept really that hard to grasp? I need to know, because it doesn't seem that hard to grasp, but maybe it is. Maybe it is for some of us.
Share the show?
Wouldn't that be less selfish? So that everyone gets a chance to do their favorite kind of songs?
Yeah, I don't know about that, Bob.
No, actually, that wouldn't be fair to Larry. And dare I say it, Susie. Though I don't really want to back her up. They're the ones putting on the show. They're the ones who did all the legwork. How come everyone else, minus Archibald, gets to change it on them? How is that fair to Larry? And she who shall not be named.
Oh, this is simply turning into a disaster. Lesson songs, silly songs, 80 songs, all in the top 10 silly song countdown? Have we shared enough, Bob?
And I thought VeggieTales made me emotionally and mentally unstable.
Number 7 is my favorite song. That's a big clown.
That clip sums up this entire show quite nicely.
That's a big clown.
Mr. Lunt, that was awesome. We had no idea you were helping us with our top 10 silly songs.
Wait a second. Larry loves it? Larry loves the song that took over his entire silly song show? We had an entire special video about this, Larry. You were devastated. You had never known such heartbreak before his cheeseburger. This is not the Larry we know and love. This is an imposter.
Silly songs? I thought I was doing the top 10 songs about food.
Food?
Sure, cheeseburgers, pizza angels, Moo Shoo, chocolate bunnies.
Oh, actually, I like that lineup. Let's do Mr. Lunt's top 10 songs instead.
Fun!
Oh, this is really just too much. You know, I just wanted to do a silly song show so that maybe I could feel a little silly. Well, do I look like I feel silly to you? Oh, Mr. Lunt, I'm sorry.
That moment when you're on the first date with a girl and she reveals she is a psycho?
There you go, Susie. All better.
But I don't want to wear the fluffy bunny ears, Grandma, because they're really
Oh
pink
dear,
and
I do believe she snapped.
Hey, I bet she's still single. Any takers? Anyone?
And stop. Great job, you guys. Give yourselves a hand.
If you have hands.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Remember the rumor weed?
Well, sure.
And
why?
guess what?
What?
You're the rumor weed!
Oh, I don't think that.
That does seem like that would be the natural role for Susie once she does snap.
Have you heard the one about Alfred? A dangerous robot, I'm told. He's got lasers for eyes and a microchip brain, and his skin is terribly cold.
You know what I just thought about? And bear with me here. This is quite an extreme thought. All these people dancing, and that includes Susie, probably are pursuing their dreams to be real actors and performers, to star in movies, to star in stage productions, to do serious roles, to roles that are gonna have people moved, have people applaud them, have critics write rave reviews. Like they probably told their parents, hey, I want to do this, and their parents get a real job, and they're like, no, I'm going to be an actor or a performer or a dancer, and it's gonna be great. I'm going to change people's lives. They spent their entire lives pursuing this career, and all of that led to VeggieTales Live. This might be the peak of some of their careers. Can you imagine spending your entire life on something just to have VeggieTales Live be the peak of it? Oh, I wouldn't wish that on my greatest enemy, but that's mostly because I have something better in mind for them.
Please don't cry, Barbara. You're a nice manatee. You've been so good to me. But I must go into the world and do noble things for the good of all.
Remember, their entire lives have led to this point in time. It all led to them doing an interpretive dance of Barbara Manatee. Think about that.
Belly button. Belly button. You say your belly button's missing. There's no reason for alarm. That's a common thing for gourds. It won't do you any harm.
What is going on? Where is the caterpillar worm thing? Why is Susie doing the rapping for him?
You're technically a fruit, and with that much being said, your umbilical equivocal is up there on your head. You can
Please,
offer a
stop.
prosthetic, but I think you
Can't
need to
stop
know if you
cringing.
cover by your
Tonight I gotta cut loose, footloose. Kick off your Sunday shoes, please, Louise.
You know, I think we all had the different point in time of VeggieTales timeline that we all thought VeggieTales died. For some of us, it was when Big Idea got bought out. But for most of us, I think it was when Netflix took VeggieTales and butchered it. But I don't think that that's accurate. I actually think it clearly died right here in 2011 with this DVD release.
The moment you have all been waiting for, the #1 silly song, the Hairbrush Song!
Now, who didn't see this coming from a mile away?
Back there is my hairbrush. Back there, oh, where back there, oh, where back there, back there, back there, back there is my hairbrush.
Actually, I didn't see this coming at all. Why is there a dance remix of the Hairbrush Song? How is this the #1 song? They better do the normal version, or I'm going to force myself to watch this entire show on repeat until it happens or I die. Whichever happens first.
We also learned that if Bob's not out getting ice cream, he's probably out getting cake.
Larry, I have a question. Are you implying that Bob is fat?
Well, I think if we scream really loudly one last time, we can convince the veggies to do one more number. On 3, ready? 1, 2, 3!
If you are not screaming at the screen right now, then you have failed us all.
If you like to talk to tomatoes,
If a squash can make you smile.
Whoa, this is getting really weird. Are they about to have a romantic duet while singing the VeggieTales theme song? I mean, can't say I blame them. That is how I convinced my wife to go on a first date with me and not call the police for sneaking in her house and making her breakfast and giving it to her in bed. And she just was like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Just eat the breakfast." But thankfully, Susie goes away and they get to sing the theme song and the episode ends, finally. And that was VeggieTales Live, and it was just as bad as I thought it would be. It was clearly meant for really little kids. Like VeggieTales normally tries to appeal to everyone, not even close here. And the production values of the show are really low. They didn't even have a packed house for this recording. This recording didn't even have a packed house. Are you kidding me right now? Anyways, stay tuned as next time we review the VeggieTown's Vacation Bible School videos that VeggieTales made. They renamed their entire show VeggieTown. It's hilarious. Not the renaming, but the show. It's pretty great. So remember that God made you special and he loves you very much. Bye.